Hello, welcome to the Beats and Chill podcast. I'm sorry.
Why you say that like a radio
I
host?
don't
Like, hello.
Welcome to episode
43?
43, man. You know what I mean? We almost at episode 44.
Oh,
But it's episode 43.
so
We almost there.
It's just gonna be him by himself.
we gonna have a
talking in front of the
special
camera.
guest, Fofo. He gonna do the commentary while we talking. Like, look
Yep.
at these niggas.
That's
So how do y'all feel?
That's gonna be good.
That's what we're going right away.
That's what we're doing.
Right away.
Welcome to episode 43 of the Beats and Chill podcast. Your boy Hometown. Of course, Jazz on to the left of me. DJ RAUL to the fool. DJ RAUL the fool to the right.
Yep.
And we got a mic for God's eye behind the cam. You might not see him, but you're him. Say hello to the people, man.
Because you can't see God.
Oh,
That's
right. Here we go.
okay.
Take
It
the
is
shit away.
Easter.
Cut it
means
off.
to relax.
Jesus.
So you can't even say Jesus after that.
It's Easter Sunday that we're recording on, guys. So, you know, we just finna have a good time, good pod. Got a lot of content. We ain't spoke to y'all in almost 2 weeks for real. We had the last guest. Shout out to Barely Legal
Barely
Collective
Legal,
for
man.
coming on last week. No guests today. We're going to have some more guests soon, you know. But we here, man. Easter Sunday. What you guys did this morning to prepare for the pod?
Eat breakfast.
Yeah, that's about it. Breakfast at my
I had
family's.
no breakfast.
You
I'm
energized?
I'm hungry
You
as a
awake?
motherfucker, man. I'm riding off of a few hours of sleep I had.
That's sad.
Thank God you like, yo, let's do this shit at 2. I was like, okay. I didn't even respond at first. I was like,
But wait, you still ain't eat? Like, why you wait so long?
I was eating pillows. That's the hell I was eating.
Wow.
Pillow.
Wow.
But
It's all good, man. We here now.
but what we starting off with, man? I think we should start off with new music. Let's get the new music out the way because
New
we got
music?
topics.
Oh,
We got some topics. Let's
We
get the music.
sure
What are we
do.
listening to?
um.
Who's starting with? I'll start off first. I'm gonna just go with the most recent thing I was listening to. Shout out to Dolce. She just dropped a
Yes.
EP and she is rapping.
Yes, she is.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. That is very
Shout out
true.
to her. The EP is called Brawless. You know, letting it all hang out. You know what I mean on the raps.
That's all 2020, 21. That's
feel
all
me?
the women brawlers.
You know what I mean? I ain't wearing no bra either. I usually
Oh
wear
my
tank top. That's the
God.
man bra.
Oh my
People, girls don't know that. That's how we keep our shit tight. You know what I mean? But shout out to Dolce.
That is.
I like that song.
That's
PMS
unpopular
on there.
opinion right there. I just let you have that.
PMS is dope. Yeah.
Yeah, PMS is dope. They said it was too long. Like it was a little long.
Yeah, like honestly, I don't think she needed that third verse on there.
Oh.
Hey man, but she tried to get the
She
bars
was
off.
showing
man.
off though.
She just want to get the bars off. It ain't a full album, it's an EP.
At least it was
Just wanna-
hard.
Of course.
She put the third verse, and the third verse did what it had to do.
Yeah, she
So,
did. It seemed like she did like a.
I didn't know she was that famous. Hey,
He
Dolce,
said, I didn't know she was that
shouts out to
famous.
you, man, because I did not know you was killing it. Like for me, I'm like, okay, I'm from Tampa. I've seen you before, and yada yada. That's tight. You know, you done came to Beats and Chill. You done tore down the stage.
Yeah.
I'm not. This is nothing against your star power, but I did not know you was famous like that. Goddamn, you are famous like a motherfucker. out here. So
Scissor.
shouts out to you
No
She-
name.
for being famous.
People are aware of what's good out here, man. If you do your job with putting your shit out, being consistent, the right people are gonna know what's going on.
Yeah.
They ain't
And
gonna be
shouts out to
dummies.
you for having Tom G at the beginning of the video too. Putting on for Tampa. That's
What video was
respect.
that? That was the something fruit blucky cake or something
Yucky,
like
Yeah.
lucky fruit
that.
cake.
Yucky blucky fruit cake. Yeah,
Yeah, she had Tom G at the beginning of the video, so that was cool to pay your respects to Tampa.
that was on her
fine.
last
You know.
EP.
That's
The places,
dope.
older places you'll go. That came out last year, last
Mhm.
November,
Last
something like
year.
that. But yeah, shout out to her for Brawless. What else? What you been listening to?
Young M.A. got Stressful out. Y'all know I'm a Young M.A.
yeah.
fan.
Just
so
watch that video.
She barred up.
Yeah, that's a nice song right there.
She barred up. So
Mhm.
Barred up.
there's been a lot of single songs. I ain't heard a lot of projects. But
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
haven't
heard
really. I haven't touched anything that's like unpopular
Nope.
hip hop rotation. I have not even touched on anything. I just been listening to a lot of like local indie artists recently. I did find out about this one artist. I went to Orlando again for a show. Fusion, shout out to Fusion and Co. They had their 5-year anniversary. Congrats to them. But they had some artists that performed there. One of the artists that I found out about that's from Orlando. His name is Flozig, right? I think that's how you say it because I don't remember him saying his name, but it's Flozigg.
Sound like that.
From Orlando, but he kind of reminds me of like that new like neo soul, that new neo soul type of R&B.
Like Lucky Day or
Nah, he's not singing. He's not singing. He's not singing. He's more like oh damn, man, I don't know who to compare him to.
That's good though, right? That you can't compare him to.
Like
Yeah,
that
but
dude
I
that
can
sing Track Star. He out
he
here
not
like
singing
that.
because I feel like he's singing. I feel like he's singing, but like hood. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's like it's very like neo soul. Where like I could hear him on a song with like Smino, like whatever
Smino's doing.
Smino playlist, whatever playlist that got Smino and goddamn just like that cool melodic Masego records and stuff like that. His music fits that.
Okay.
He just put out a song called Mutual. We posted on the Instagram. He's really dope. So it's on SoundCloud, but I listen to Flo Zig and yeah, man, he was dope. That was a cool find. I like when I find artists like that just popping up. I'm gonna tell y'all too, going to a show by yourself, it had to be done, but boy,
What?
have y'all ever been to a show by yourself?
I went to the Earth
Plenty.
Gang concert by myself.
Yeah, I was there by myself too. I just didn't know she was there.
Did y'all ever go to a show that didn't have anybody that was famous for real?
Yeah, I went
By
to
yourself.
Loud on 7th when they had just did their whole thing. I wanted to go check it out. It was a little weird.
Yeah.
It was a little
I
weird.
mean-
I was sitting by the bar by myself.
Yeah.
What do you consider famous? Because I
No,
saw,
like local shows. Have you been to a local show
Oh no.
by yourself and you didn't know anybody?
No.
Or have you been to a show in another city you didn't know anybody?
Oh, definitely
I know
not.
another city. That's too much.
Yeah.
It was an experience because I was like
Like a good one or like because you said my God.
nerve wracking.
my
It was
God.
It was a good experience overall, but it was nerve wracking because it's like you don't know. I knew one person that was the person that threw on the show. You're not
But
gonna be.
did you feel like out of place? You didn't know what
I
to do
didn't
with
feel
your
out
hands?
of place because I knew. I didn't feel out of place. I just know that I didn't know anyone, and I'm already a person that's in my head
Where'd you
about some
sit?
shit.
Where were you?
I moved around. Like I like
okay.
I like to be one of those people. I like to show respect, so I like to go to the front of the stage.
Mm.
Like it dares to tell you when we went to the R&B show they did, I started out at the front of the stage. Like I like to be like, yo, come to the front of the stage. You know what
You're
I
a
mean?
respectable person.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I go to the front of the stage.
Especially if
dance
I
would
was
be
by
in the back.
myself. Not.
Yeah, I get me a little drink
I'll be in the back of every show.
in front of the stage because I don't know what to do with my hands. So I know if I'm holding the cup, I'm cool. You know what I
Are
mean?
you
So I
one
get-
of those insecure
Yeah.
types?
once I get relaxed as far as I put my hand in my pocket, like I don't know what to fucking do. Like you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm gonna cross my arms.
Not in the
or-
front. That's like.
Just period. It's like I'm by myself or whatever. I'm not gonna sit down because there ain't really no place to sit.
How niggas get picked on. Look at this nigga in the front
But-
with his arms crossed.
I'm also a talker, so I have to be conscious of like not trying to talk to people that I don't know to death.
That's funny.
You know what I mean? So it's like, but I want to make sure that like if I think somebody's dope, I want to tell them.
True.
I want to get to know who those people are, and just want to see what I want to see what the vendors are about. I want to see what the food is like. I want to get something to drink, whatever. So it was just it was a cool experience overall because I met a good handful of artists that I thought were dope that I never heard of before. Built some connections and all of that, But it's definitely way easier to do when you're a part of the event or you're with a group of people
Yep.
or some sort.
Yeah,
When
'cause
you're
those
just there,
people
like
kind of like come to you.
yeah, when you just buy a ticket and just pull up.
Oh, yeah,
and
it's
just try
different.
to, it's like, oh, okay. It's like trying to figure out how to move around on the first day of school.
Yep. I've been a new kid like 3 times before, so I know how that feels.
But,
I
What
went
you
to
got?
3 different high schools. That's why.
what new music you been on? Bro?
Well, speaking of Masego, it's an artist. I believe he's from Orlando. Named
Talking to
LA.
Mike. Talking to Mike. Talking to Mike.
Named L.A.
LA.
He dropped a song called My City featuring Masego,
Okay.
and it has that neo soul vibe. So
That's true.
Gotcha.
Y'all on your neo soul vibes, huh?
Got you. I mean, also too, man. The reason why I do those things because it's like I want to bring new faces and stuff on these shows when we start bringing these shows and stuff. You know what I
True.
mean? Like it helps with discovery. Like you can only do so much. You can do a lot on social media. I don't say you can only do so much, but you establish way better connections in person.
Oh, of course.
You know what I mean? So
That's very
Yeah.
true. I've been listening to Slow Time and a lot of Duke Deuce. Kind of
okay.
stuck on Duke Deuce right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that Dumb and Dumber too.
I
by
seen
Key
that.
Glock.
I gotta check that out. But I'm scared
Key
because
Glock and
Young Dolph.
Yeah.
Oh my
Scared,
God!
bro.
Speaking of Young Dolph,
let's
is he really
start it
not
off.
making no
He
music?
said so.
I
man.
doubt it.
I hope it's
doubt
cap.
that shit.
Because he said that on April 1st, right?
Did he? Was it on April Fool's? I
he
hope
did.
it's a joke. I really like Young Dolph. I just like how he raps.
Was there any cool April Fools that was like? that
I
any
thought April
popu-
Fool's was
Michael Strahan
canceled.
did a Gap closure. That was April Fools.
Oh, that was an April Fool's
got his
joke.
teeth.
No, that was April Fools. That was April Fools.
Stop
So his
it.
teeth was back, spaced.
Yeah, that was an April Fools.
Oh shit, didn't know.
What
Dang, he
kinda
got money
joke?
to do that kind of April Fool.
Wait, so he did it and then undid it?
He never actually did it. It
Oh,
wasn't.
okay,
It wasn't
okay.
real.
Jit,
Oh, okay.
I seen him smile.
People put fake teeth in it. People
I
put
see
like
this.
fake teeth in it.
But how do you cover a
So-
whole gap? You put a
That
whole
wasn't.
other
That wasn't
tooth?
his real teeth. Is what I'm saying.
I need to see how this works.
So it was a grill piece.
Y'all know people can do that, right?
No, I definitely know because
He
we
took
do
little-
it with gold
put it
teeth
up-
all the time. But so he
Yeah.
made something to say.
and
April
then put it
Fool's.
over his teeth.
Bro, did you watch Snowfall? You think those people really got cracked out teeth for real?
Jit, we talking about Michael Strahan.
That's what I'm saying. Like he was a. He's,
Why are you gonna spend that much money to be like, oh, jokes on you? Like this is really what we doing out here?
It's April Fool's. I tell you. I don't know what
No.
else to say.
If I see him on football Sunday and he got space teeth, I'll come back and be like, Derek,
They said it was April Fool's. So, hey man.
What else was April Fool's did? I want to
when
know.
they said Kanye, when they said
The
Nike and
Nike
Adidas was
Yeezys.
gonna drop the. Y'all niggas don't care about sneakers, so it don't matter.
Nike
I care.
Yeezys.
Cause I want
But they
them
said they were
shoes.
gonna drop the Yeezy ones, Yeezy 2s again. Everybody's like up in arms.
The only reason why it was
Nah,
kind of
man.
believable because he already mentioned that he don't
That he
mind them
would,
doing.
yeah.
So he was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
On April Fool's. Wow, you got me. Speaking of Boosie, because he's on our TV right now.
Speaking of Boosie.
When he
Call
posted
them, call them Flavor Flav.
with them red shades on.
That's why I don't wear these
Who
damn red
called
shades.
Flavor?
He was at the airport.
He was at
Someone was
the
like, "Oh,
airport.
Flavor Flav, like this ain't no fucking Flavor
I
Flav."
just,
wait.
I just kept walking.
Come on, man.
I just
Boosie
kept
did
walking.
not look nothing like Flavor
With
Flav.
them red shades on.
Well, you know what? Actually,
They could be cousins. I'll tell you
They
that.
could
Right
be cousins, but he just way too dark. He crispy.
They
what
mamas-
he crunchy.
they grew up in the
Both of
South
them-
and
both
one
of
went to
them
New York.
niggas Pretty do-rag black.
Yeah.
They probably some related.
Hey man, possibly. Though them damn jeans got to be.
That joke was funny. He was offended.
Where is Flavor Flav to be talking about this? Yeah, are you Flavor Flav? Like, when the
Yeah.
last time somebody seen him?
Well, I said yesterday when we was over here. I said Flavor Flav the kind of ugly that like you be shocked at anything he can do. That's like I saw him up playing the piano. I was like, damn, he not playing the piano. That's how ugly he is. He's like, damn. He
Just
not
like
do
when
that.
he had Flavor of Love. Like, I was shocked. Like, he got a show?
Moral of the
Dating
story
women?
is, if you ugly, we don't think you could do shit.
That's a little true.
But be smart. You ain't surprised to be smart.
Even
You gotta
still.
make up for that.
Even still. Like, then you got to be in algebra?
So what we
That's-
segue to? What we going next with this, man?
Well, Tom G dropped a new song
Tom G
featuring Lil
dropped a new
Scrappy.
song.
called
Oh, yeah.
Jordan.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
seen that.
I
seen
did
that.
see
I
that.
seen that.
I need to watch
it was
the
cool.
video.
It was cool. I think the moment was cool, but it's like, it's a little scrappy, man.
I'm surprised Tom J ain't bigger than his
I was
voice.
just thinking, I was like, why
his
he not
voice
famous?
is very distinct.
Like him and McMill on a song would probably be amazing.
Can I go on my theory back?
Is
real
this
quick?
a
No,
hip hop
no.
hometown
Real quick,
What's the
real
next
theory?
topic,
real
man?
quick, real quick, real quick. Real quick. It's gonna be quick. It's not even a theory. It's just something I think that really happened.
Through.
It's something I really think that really happened.
Uh-huh.
So Tom G was like, I would say between 2003 and 2007 was like peak Tom era, right?
Yeah.
And then there was this new raver rap when it came with the internet around like 2009, 2010, right?
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
I think that like with Tampa, we had our identity when it came to like our sound of hip hop, juke, crank, you know, dance music or whatever, right?
I feel you.
And I think that this new wave of rappers, which I include myself into that generation between 2009 and 2012, we were trying to be like what was popular in
That's
outside of
true.
Tampa.
The J. Cole.
The J. Cole's, the
Kendrick.
Drakes, the Wale's, and all that stuff, right? So it almost to the point where it felt like what was at home was not cool enough or was not good enough that we wouldn't try to sound like that. So now that sound kind of slowly became not a thing anymore, to where it just became like a nostalgic thing. Like, oh shit, you on some crank shit, da, da, da. But it wasn't like our sound. You know what I mean? And I think that was a part of the reason why I think Tom G hasn't really shot through the ranks like that, because it's almost like we kind of abandoned that, and he was like one of the leaders of that.
Yeah.
That's
there
what I
is
think.
a point where I felt like I didn't hear about his mixtape so much. Like I remember hearing Scrope Music Volume 5,
dog.
and I'm
Yeah.
like,
that shit was getting pumped through every time I was
Yes.
in West Tampa. I would hear him rapping
what
over
I'm
More
saying.
Money, More Problems every
Yes.
time.
Exactly. But that's why I felt
Yes.
like when those rappers, like me included, we kind of like, we wasn't pushing him up. Like we knew who Tom G was, but we wasn't pushing it. Like it's almost like 5-year form, right? Them niggas still love like the New York shit that's
Right.
like New York.
Right.
Even though they doing like a new version, a new wave of
Even
like
though they
hip hop.
drilling everybody on drill.
Yeah, they still fuck with the Nas's. They still fuck with the New York sound and shit, the Griseldas and all that shit. You know
That's
what I mean?
true.
New Orleans. They love bounce. They never not love bounce.
That's true.
Even though they got Jay Electronica, they got Wayne, they got Boosie, they got fucking what's the Baton Rouge nigga name? Kevin Gates and all
Oh,
that. You know
yeah.
what I mean? They still fuck with bounce. That New Orleans sound is still that. If you go there, that's what they own, right? L.A. same shit. Like they still got people that it's
Yeah,
the
they
essence of
still
like
got
West Coast
that.
music. They
Yeah,
still
they'll
love that
C-walk.
shit.
YG.
Like any West Coast rapper can like bust a damn C-walk or some shit.
Yeah.
They gonna put on that little funk shit and they gonna get down. That's the party shit, right?
Yeah.
That started, but not to become that. We didn't be consistent in Tampa. I feel like that we didn't do that.
that's
Oh yeah,
true.
niggas got tired of that. They was like,
Yeah.
oh
Ain't
shit,
nobody
that nigga
was
cranking like
biting
it's back
that
in the day, and I
sound.
was like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's why.
that back in the day was like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
But right, but that's
Not
why
that
I feel
far.
like that affected. I think that affected Tom G's stardom.
I think
what I
auto tune
mean?
could have fucked that up too, because auto tune.
Maybe, but I feel like even still, every other region in hip hop has still lasted their uniqueness
Yeah.
through the trends of auto tune and whatnot.
There's nobody biting Tom G's sound or even the Crank sound at this
Yeah,
point.
like, is there anybody like
Nobody's out
on
there trying to
TikTok,
do that.
Like, cranking his-
Crank it would have been so good on TikTok. It would
They
have
would
been.
have. They
shit
would have
would've
did it.
been
They would have did
amazing.
it. Them white folk can't do that shit, man.
That's why it would have been amazing.
It would have
Because
been.
they can't
And
do
that's
it.
why
They-
it needs to happen.
Everybody
It
can't
needs
crank
to happen
either.
because white people can't do it.
No, because like that's a
No, I said that's why it would be amazing.
Because
The
white people
folks
can't.
can't.
They
But
will look so
they the ones that
foolish.
gonna get the views and clicks. They're gonna try to like. Oh, we
They're
got
like, are you
like when they
double
redid the
dutching?
fucking the shuffle. They do the shuffle, and they was doing some new dance to it now.
No,
They gonna do a new dance to fucking whatever Tampa song it is.
That would be cool though.
The City Boy with it.
Sooner
Can
or
you
later.
imagine it? The white folks remix the City Boy dance?
with it. Oh my god.
Oh my god! I don't even. We need to put. You need to.
Oh my
We
god.
edited that
Kids
out.
Bop City Boy.
Oh my god!
but it needs to be out there though.
Well, yeah, no, I just think that as a city, you need to be more consistent. But this is why I say. This is why I say though. Like now that Florida's a hot spot for like a lot of like stars now. Rod Wave, Kodak,
Yeah.
Right.
Beatbox. That's a Central Florida rapper. You know what I mean?
Got him, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's all this stuff now. So I like the fact that everyone's on that because that now that hood crooning rap is now synonymous as like a Florida thing. It's like a Florida thing. Even though Future kind of does that, but it has an Atlanta twang to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
Florida
Florida
sounds
has-
totally different.
Florida has its own
Way
niche to
more
it now, and
country.
I like the fact that we are riding that. Like we not trying to like turn it into like nah, we ain't accepting that. Even the hip hop niggas are like, no, we fuck with that shit too.
Yeah.
So I like
Because they
that where we
know
at
they
now.
have to like all that fucking. Oh, that shit's whack. That shit's whack. Like they can't do that shit no more. Because they done
Yeah.
did it enough, and Atlanta still blew up.
Yeah.
Right.
So now they realize we just got to respect other regions
Yeah.
and they know and they sounds.
I feel just I feel like everybody learned a lesson from Atlanta. That's
Yeah.
probably what it is. We learned a lesson.
Keep
from
doing
Atlanta.
what you do, and
Yeah.
your shit'll pop sooner or later.
And that's why, and I see that Tom is like since the Super Bowl, I'm starting to see that Tom is getting that respect. Like we seeing
Yeah.
Boosie putting his arm around him. We seeing these other artists is like LA the Goat had him in the video with
Yeah.
Jermaine Dupri and everything. Like we're
Yeah.
seeing that because the influence is there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like I'm glad that it's not like a forgotten thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
So that's why when I saw Doechii put him in the video, I was like, "That's what's up." Because
Yeah.
even you're like the new school,
exactly,
and you still paying respect. So
exactly. So that's tight. That's
I
tight.
mean, if you from Tampa, you know Tom G. You know Tom G.
yeah,
Yeah, definitely. If you went out to the clubs when it was clubbing for real.
Empire,
Club Underground,
You got the Tay-Bays,
Raj.
the Crystals.
yeah.
Sky.
That's one thing I was telling Tyree. I was like,
So I
bro,
called it the dirty foot.
I
Club.
wish that Kid Brick kind of stayed with his more like melodic sound when he first came out, because that was like That's low key a Tampa staple song.
Is that my shoes?
Well,
match
I'm
my
on
shirt?
it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Like you put that on, like I remember when he was performing on the MGK shows.
Yeah.
Them white folk knew that
They
fucking song.
love that song.
So
they
it's
still
like-
love.
Or
I play
even
that song now, and people still
Javon
be
Black.
like,
I wish Javon Black would have stayed around too.
Hey man,
Black,
Javon
yeah.
Black done fucking morphed to Blast. That's what the fuck that is. That's Javon Black.
"Oh,
bitch.
for real?"
Man, Blast. It sounds like, bro. Blast sounds like a young Javon Black from the West, bro. Bro, you listen to him. Listen
I'm
to
gonna have to
listen to how his
now.
voice sounds and everything, bro. Like I wish if I could ask Blast to sing a Javon Black song when he comes to Tampa, y'all be
Like,
like,
what?
oh shit, that'd be tight. I'm telling, bro. If you hearing
Shot
it,
it.
Blast. If you low key watch our videos, out of the fucking 50 subscribers we got, please sing a song by Javon Black. What's the song?
Shawty
What song
tore
would
it
we
up.
sing?
He gotta
Shawty
sing
tore it
Shawty
up.
tore it up.
Shawty tore it up.
And the club
Drunk in the
and VIP.
He might kill Drunk at VIP though.
Drunk in VIP was still a slap. Let's get drunk in VIP.
Whoa.
Yo.
Damn. But yeah. Okay.
Shout out
What's we
Tampa.
going? What's we going with this? We're staying on music. We're staying on music.
Are we
Speaking of famous kid Brick, he dropped a new song called Who today.
today?
I ain't heard it. I ain't
He
heard it.
just
I ain't
dropped
heard
it. Sunday's
dropped
a
it
weird
today?
release date.
A couple hours ago.
Dropped on Easter Sunday. Do we want to talk about
Spin the Benz, talking about who they smoke.
when I see you around, push your shit back, boy? Damn.
That song is a
That shit
slap.
just makes me fucking want to
remember-
topple somebody.
I heard that. I was at school when I heard it, and it was playing. I didn't have a class at the time, obviously, but it was playing, and I just looked at the screen and I smiled. I was like, "This is amazing."
When I see you, I'm gonna push your shit back,
Them
boy.
niggas was flowing on the whitest song
They
ever,
were
talking
in
about
the
all the
little
niggas
golf
they
carts.
killed. I was like, "Is this not the most Florida thing?"
It was.
Them
it
niggas was on a
really
golf
is.
course,
Yes, sir.
wicked up
Yes, sir.
with Air Force Ones, all white, low
sir.
top. If that ain't the most Florida
Yes.
shit
I
ever,
feel like if Tampa niggas was golfing, that's how they
that's
go
exactly
golfing.
how it be.
And the craziest part, that they actually got the singer to actually repost it on her
Yeah, yeah,
Instagram.
yeah.
Av-
seen
Are
Avril
you
Lavigne,
serious?
Yeah, she did. She did
Stop
repost it.
it.
Yeah, she did.
Yes.
Yo.
She said something like that. She basically like said something like she would want to do something with
A
them,
remix.
like
yeah.
like a
Does
remix.
she know what world she
No, she
stepping
don't.
in?
She don't. She don't. She don't. That's what white folk getting in black folk business.
Hey,
That ain't what you want to associate.
next
with.
thing you know, she'll
will
be getting
lose your
death
deal.
threats. I don't
You
know
lose
what
your
I did.
sponsors.
I don't know
They
what I
asked me if I
did.
wanted to smoke a backwood.
Yo, she could be in
My throat is so
do-walls and that.
scratchy. My throat. I'll never be able to sing like
When I
that
see you, I'm
again.
gonna push your shit back, boy. Like, what the fuck? Oh my god.
Oh man, that's crazy. I didn't know. I
That-
didn't
yeah,
know
that
that.
is
Yeah,
crazy.
man. Yeah.
That is super dope, though.
Speaking of white women, Bad Baby. She's now a woman.
legal.
She's an adult, and she has decided to make a OnlyFans. Apparently, those who have been attracted to her, whether they're young or not, have
Gave that
gotten her
girl $1 million in 6 hours.
And she didn't post anything.
What? She didn't
Oh,
post
she didn't?
nothing?
No, she didn't post anything. She made the OnlyFans and she.
Hey, don't be mad when I post something on OnlyFans and I post something because
You did
that money.
You did post a busted challenge. I remember that.
Nah.
I
I'ma
remember,
show-
I remember you
In the
posted a
yellow,
busted
in the yellow
challenge.
dress.
I'll post the dress. I won't be in the dress. I'll
I
post the
should've
dress.
screenshot that shit.
She gonna post it as an NFT.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. That's weird. I did say it's not. I don't
There's
think
a lot
it's,
of weirdos out there, man.
I don't even think it's. To be honest though, I don't think it's mostly people that's like older than her.
Come on now.
No,
DJ Academics
I
made
don't-
that tweet. What year was that? When he was like, I wonder
don't-
what she looking
No,
like?
I feel you. I definitely think it's a lot of them. Right? It's definitely a lot of them.
There's
Definitely get $1 million.
weirdos out there.
It's definitely a lot of them. I don't think it's just those. I think it's a lot of people that's around her age too.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
definitely.
It's
Gotta be.
definitely like.
But
high
then
school
again,
shit.
like-
Cool.
Oh yeah, I guess.
What
like,
she got famous off? Maury? One of them?
Dr.
yeah, that's
Phil.
where it came from.
Dr. Phil.
Oh, Dr. Phil.
Yeah,
Meet Me
Dr. Phil.
Outside,
Dr.
How
Phil. She
About
became a meme,
That?
and then she started rapping.
Cash Me Outside.
Yeah. But I would say shout out to her, man.
What?
Shout out to her. Shit,
Cash
get
her
that
on
bread, man. You know what I
OnlyFans.
mean? That's all I have to say about
Jazz
that.
said what?
What? Hell know. I'm mad she posts nothing. She ain't post a foot.
And
So
whatever she posted, I wasn't gonna look at it anyway.
Man.
So, should we go? I want to get into some drama.
Drama.
So you talking about JT and Uzi?
Or you talking about Quavo or Sweetie?
Bubblegum, in that dish. How many pieces do you wish?
I'm gonna go Quavo Sweetie. That's quick. That's
All
quick,
right.
quicker turnaround
Okay.
here. So
I'm just glad my dog got his Call of Duty pack.
ain't nothing but a little bit
That's
straightening.
all he wanted.
That's all.
Call of
You know.
Duty.
Now we have to let's. The surrounding topic is abuse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Abuse is serious.
Yes,
There's
it
nothing
is.
to joke about,
No.
right? Because there are different forms of abuse that's not just closed fists punching somebody. It's emotional abuse, verbal abuse, all that stuff, right? We all seen the video. We've seen the shorter version. We've seen the long version.
What's the
think-
long version?
The longer version is showing more outside of the elevator, like them
I didn't even see
approaching
that.
the elevator.
Oh, so yeah, I only saw the short version.
Yeah.
then.
I think that everybody should keep their hands to themselves. Point blank, period. Keep your hands up. Ladies, don't put your hands on these guys. I don't care what he did, what he cheated, this and the third, if he lied, whatever. Men, don't put your hands on a woman. That includes pushing, right? So, needless to say, that is their business, right? It is their business. And the kicker is they both came out in response to the backlash that they were getting on that video. And they said that happened over a year ago.
Of course it did. It's always
Meaning that
Yeah,
they
because
worked
Call of Duty came out a long time ago.
right.
And that's the pack they was fighting over.
And they worked through, and they said they've worked through that, and what their breakup is concerning other things, not specifically that video,
That's funny.
right? So for us as a society to speculate and try to compare the timeline and all that, it ain't our business.
It ain't, man.
It
Leave
ain't
it
our
alone.
business. Because I know some people like, oh, that's it. All he did was fall on the girl. All he did was push on her. It's like, hey, look, for some people, that they don't like that.
Yeah,
You
that's
like
true.
what you like. You don't like what you don't like. Your relationship is your relationship. It's your business, and it's no one else's. So that's how I fucking see it. But it's
Y'all done seen a couple couples get into it over an unlocked phone? Hey, look way worse than that.
yes, sir.
Looks way worse than that.
Yes,
that phone be
sir.
unlocked and you be, give me my.
Why do
I
we,
done seen fingers twist up like Thundercat on the bass.
Oh
Why do we-
my
They trying to
God.
get that phone back.
why do we care so much about celebrity business? That's not the reason why they're celebrities.
Because
You
people
can't.
be
I don't.
bored.
You can't ask me because I
People
really
is
don't.
care.
bored. It's out of pure boredom. They ain't got nothing going on in their life, so they need to find.
Because there's been times that I have cared, like certain, not every celebrity, but certain celebrity, like certain artists that I care about. Like I care about shit that was going on with Kanye West.
Yeah,
Because
but
I'm
you're not
scared
gonna
if
watch
something bad
Keeping
happens
Up
to
with the Kardashians, are
Yeah,
you?
but that's a different kind of concern. You
But
have
it's
a
a- I mean,
you
it's
have
a
a
concern.
you have a genuine concern that
if
he's
you replace,
okay.
but if you replace Quavo with Kanye and Sweetie with Kim, and I saw that elevator situation,
I
like,
mean,
damn.
I'm worried about them now with their whole divorce.
Yeah,
I just
and the
hope everything
kids
is
and all that.
amicable.
Yeah,
In a perfect world for me, I'd be like, oh, we had misunderstandings. Let's get back together. Because they have 4 kids together.
Yep.
that's true.
That's 4 kids.
Yeah.
So, like I said, for me, the best thing would be like, hey, we worked through our differences. We're going to get back together, yada, yada, yada. Bam, that's that.
Yeah.
Happily ever after. Who knows if that's going to happen? But for me, that's what I would like to happen. But I'm a positive person.
People being
I know
in
other people
celebrity
like,
business is why we got Love and Hip Hop.
Yep.
Yeah, or the reason why these people are celebrities,
Yep.
the influence and
This
impact
is
they have
true.
on people, and companies take advantage of that and pay them for their celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey man, but I did.
But no one really cared about this until
The video.
the breakup.
Yeah,
Like-
I mean they dropped the
No,
video
no,
at
no,
a
no,
perfect
no.
time.
It's also because there's the
Wait, nobody cared about what? We talking about Quavo and Sweetie?
Yeah,
yeah
Yeah.
because there's the
Well, they didn't drop until after the breakup.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
that means to me, my theory, I'm gonna take some from
Oh.
hometown. Somebody saw that, took it, and was like, whenever something hit the fan, I got it, and I'm gonna sell
and
it.
they probably they got
Absolutely.
paid. Yeah,
Security
fuck
guard
that.
got
Yeah.
guapitos.
So that bread. But it's like, but also too, Saweetie and Quavo's come up in a bunch of conversations where people just care about the celebrity or the conversation, like, if he can't get you a Birkin, it became like
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
how the
yeah, that
Kevin
became a
Samuel
thing.
shit came about shortly after that, and
Right.
then it
Yeah.
was they were couples goals, Quavo just stay out of the way and let her do her. You see, men, you can do that, and this, that, and the third. It's not here to debate against those women. or to defend the guys and stuff like that. But it's like, why do we care so much about celebrity couples
I thought they were straight, man.
to where we idolize certain things or use that in argument? People getting big ass debates and arguments on Twitter or in person about
Like, it don't even
about
matter,
something like
dog.
that. Like, it's crazy.
Popularity, man. Like, they're celebrities. That's pretty
They
much
don't
like
have
we
nothing.
see it all the
Okay.
time.
They don't have nothing going on in their life worth
Boredom.
anything, so they
Boredom.
latch on to things that they feel, quote
Right.
unquote, have value and substance, and they want to hope that they could say something that can get enough likes and retweets that now they can continue that trend. So
Yep.
now people fuck with me. Now I am somebody because I have popular points. Or
Right.
my opinion is worth something.
Right.
But,
And then
you
they'll
know
be
what
a
I'm saying?
celebrity, and we'll be in their business too.
Yeah. So, they're going to be like what Drake said. What's her name on Peachtree? And
Right.
then next thing you know, she started going around the city. Like,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? It is
Yeah.
it's just a little something, man. As long as they
Yeah.
get something, that's all they care about.
All right, so now, because then that leads us back to, now that leads us to, the JT Uzi situation, or the city girls and their boyfriends, and the battle between best friends and their relationships.
City girls and their boyfriends. That don't
Yeah.
even sound right.
Bro, it was
all they talk about is scamming niggas.
bro, it's JT and first of all, Uzi got JT on the string, right? And the ladies, the city girls are down.
They
a
do
point
not
right now.
like that. The City Girls fans
Yes.
are
Yeah,
not
the-
a fan.
Because
of
he was
that.
on that live, he's like,
talking crazy.
JT.
Shut up.
Because if I tell you to tuck him right on this live, you're gonna do it. I'm
Yep,
like,
I remember.
Yeah, I saw that, I was
watching
like-
I was like, wow.
This nigga pumped his fist. I ain't pumped my fist. I was like, wow. I like, come
We're
on,
up
man.
one.
She
We're
a
up.
fraud, man.
We're up.
That is crazy.
That shit crazy.
She
It
a
is
fraud,
crazy.
just like Derek.
But he was addressing.
She a fraud?
He was he addressed. So one, we got celebrities treating.
J. Derek Jackson D.
We're not giving Derek Jackson any coverage. Okay, he needs to slowly disappear into the
Oh my
abyss.
God.
That is hilarious.
He needs to slowly disappear into the abyss. All right. The only Derek that people need to hear on this podcast is me. That is it.
Oh my God.
Well, don't put on no skinny sweaters.
Or helmets of salvation.
Oh my God.
But bro, so Uzi addresses Young Miami about some shit which I don't know about for real. No one really knows about. They're just on IG Live. Everyone's being entertained in this shit. And Southside, who is Young Miami's boyfriend or Carisha's boyfriend, he addresses
Oh,
Uzi
that's
like,
who he
That's
is.
her name, Carisha.
Yeah. Southside, like, yo, Uzi, bro, don't address my B, don't address my, he going in, and the ladies like, that's how you defend, that's how you fight for your girl, but chill out on the B word. You know what I mean? Like, it was something. I'm like, man, and somebody made a good point. They're like, why are these celebrities treating IG Live like FaceTime?
Yeah, I would have definitely called that nigga if I felt like he would have
Yeah.
disrespected my old lady like that.
You start saying little stuff extra. Like I say to the Migos from robbing you. I'm like, no, the Migos like, yo,
Yeah,
yo.
I say Offset from robbing you.
Yo,
I know Set was like, hey.
yo, chill out.
Yeah, man.
I want niggas to know I'm robbing niggas out here. You know what I
Because
mean?
I remember somebody posted that video, and the first comment I seen was like, damn, Offset out here robbing niggas.
Damn.
So, niggas caught a stray, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like,
That's crazy.
That's real, man. But hey, you celebrity couples, figure your shit out, all right? And stop going on IG. If you are a celebrity couple or you think you're a celebrity couple, don't go on IG Live and try to argue for us because that's corny. Like, come on.
They still gonna do it. They gonna get them watches.
yeah, they don't get their views up.
More followers, more fans.
I didn't know Southside was that girl boyfriend, though.
Yeah.
It makes sense to why he was going in the way he was, though.
Mm-hmm. I mean, but hey, man,
But it
no
should've
one.
been.
no one got more attention than anybody than Lil Nas X.
Oh God.
He's done it again, ladies and gentlemen. The topic of conversation goes to Lil Nas X. Listen,
Does it?
I'm gonna come out the gate and say this here. Lil Nas X song is a good song. I think it's a good song.
Right.
The video, I think it's a well put together video. Does it have some customs in it and some certain concepts in it that isn't for me? Absolutely. But I see no difference in that when it compared to like WAP or the latest video that Cardi B put out or Megan Thee Stallion put out, where it's tits and ass in every scene that's gyrating throughout the whole video and
Basically.
Colorful.
just that, yeah, like he's gay.
Colorful.
He's gay. He's come out as gay, and he's not hiding it. And I don't think he should. And I think he should be able to explore to the heights of whatever that is he wants to put in the music videos. Like,
If you don't like it, don't watch.
yeah, if rappers can go to the extremes of making dope dealer, trap, shooter videos, then a gay artist can go into the extreme sexuality spectrum of a music video in the most creative ways as he wants. You know what I mean? He should have the rights to do that and can do it well. You know what I mean? So I think the video was cool. The backlash is, oh, he's being promoted to children. It's like, no, he's not. He's not being promoted to children. He had a song
Old Town Road.
Old Town Road
That
was a
slapped
popular
in the
song.
elementary school.
Everybody liked it. Everybody liked it. You know what I mean? Just if the schools want them there, cool. But he didn't make that song like, yo, the kids gonna love this shit.
Yeah.
Like that's not the goal.
It's weird when they put new artists, especially pop artists, in that whole kids section, and then don't expect them to not want to keep doing shit like that.
I mean, I think that song was promoted as a kid song because it didn't have like no real cussing in it.
Nope.
Because
Yeah,
you think about any rap song or whatever, or any urban song, there's gonna be like a couple of hoes, couple bitches, a shit, a nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that song didn't have any of that, so there's like, oh, it's clean.
Yeah.
But you know, white people don't understand ebonics and our lingo, so that's where shit goes awry.
Yeah.
If you think the kids are not listening to the shit that these adults are listening to, you out of your fucking mind.
What? They got the same Spotify you got.
Thank you. Hello.
Back in the day, you used to have to buy CDs. Parental advisory, they'd be like, "Oh,
we were all kids once.
Yeah.
What was we listening to in hip hop? We were listening to some of the most crazy shit, the most nasty shit.
if you didn't hide your CDs with parental advisory stickers, what was you doing?"
Pretty Ricky was
Oh my
promoted.
God.
I felt was promoted to high schoolers.
It was. Grind
Hello.
on me. Yeah.
Come
Them
on,
songs was
man.
at every little party.
They had an age ain't nothing but a number song.
They
Hello.
definitely did.
Yeah, that's true.
It ain't
Come on
nothing
now.
but a number. Yo, these
And we was
songs-
jamming that shit.
Shit, there was a group of niggas on YouTube just stroking couches.
Yep.
No, I ain't go that far.
What's
Hey,
his
yo.
name?
Yo.
Jay Smooth. His
Yeah,
name
it
was
was
Jay
a bunch of
Smooth.
niggas just
With
walking
the
through.
top
Oh, okay.
socks.
I thought it was
Stroking
a new shit. I thought it was a new shit. So,
No,
No.
nigga, back then they was
Nigga
stroking
I
that
know
shit
everybody
up.
seen that video. That
nigga went
dude
down the rabbit hole of YouTube.
stroking on the
One
floor.
nigga just come through and like stroke a couch, and then the next nigga come out and start stroking
And
the,
then everybody's
the other
stroking
couch.
something.
And I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
to a Pretty Ricky song.
Yeah.
That's probably a lot of videos on
Miami niggas for
YouTube
you.
right now.
As long as they don't do a kids bop version of "Call Me What You Want" or whatever the Lil Nas song is.
They could. The lyrics is
It's
like
just
the
that- I hate
sound
it.
and the lyrics.
Did you listen to Sorry Miss Jackson Kids Bop?
Listen to who?
The Sorry Miss Jackson version.
Oh yeah, me and your daughter.
Me and your
It got a music video with the little
daughter.
white boy. They got a
You
music
know,
video.
white boy beebed up.
Oh
I
my
seen him.
goodness!
Speaking
I need
of
to
beef,
become
y'all
a
listen to his
kids
album?
pop rapper.
Who?
Who?
Justin Bieber album.
No.
Oh, the Justice?
I heard
No, I
it was
listened to
good. Who said it was good? Somebody.
They
said
had
it
some
was
good for the R&B-ish type songs were good, but he had a lot of pop songs on there.
Childish Gambino called it, man.
You still ain't got no song with Justin Timberlake? I've been waiting for something.
Y'all
like
ain't see
that.
the episode of Atlanta when he had the black Justin Bieber?
Oh yeah.
And he was like, "This is this new song from my new album, Justice." Call that shit, man.
Whatever I did, doesn't matter. That's a jam.
That shit was good on there too. That shit was good on there too, man. So, oh shit, it's Justin Bieber.
Oh my
Black
god. That was
That
amazing.
album, that record label was hilarious on this. I was like, damn, man, that's what y'all niggas got to see for real.
Hey,
Oh
man.
my goodness.
Go see a bunch of pandering
Yeah,
and dudes dressed up like Zach Morris telling you what to
Yeah.
rap about.
yeah.
That shit crazy.
What else we got? Anybody seen the? Well, we just watched the damn trailer of the Space Jam trailer, Space Jam 2, with LeBron James, today's GOAT. You know, if those who are not familiar, which I would be surprised if you're not, if you're watching Beats and Chill's YouTube channel, the Space Jam, the first Space Jam had Michael Jordan with the Looney Tunes,
Yep.
Yep.
and it's a classic. You know, even got a classic show out that mug.
Yep. I got the Blu-ray.
So, how do you guys feel about after watching the trailer? How do you guys feel about it? Do you guys
It should
think?
be cool.
Yeah, it does look cool.
Yeah.
New age for the new kids and all that. I don't know about Space Jam.
Only thing I want to know is how many kids really watch Looney Tunes.
Yeah,
That's what
to
I'm saying.
A
know.
lot of kids, I mean, they on
I think they're gonna
Cartoon
plant it.
Network. You know what I'm saying? They on We Bear Bears, you know,
Bear Bears
Amazing
is
World of Gumball,
I think-
regular
I
show.
think
Like
they
they
might play into
on.
that, bro.
You think they're gonna cancel Looney Tunes?
No, I think they're gonna play into that into the movie.
Oh yeah, they're doing
Like,
spinoff.
I think they're gonna play. I
Easy.
think they're gonna make it like known like the motherfuckers. Nobody watched them like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I don't know. We'll wait to see that. But
That's the
feel
only
like
thing
they
because I'm
might-
like, you got to think when Space Jam came out, like Looney Tunes, they were still popping.
Yeah,
They still
like-
had like Tiny Toons and shit like that. So
Yeah.
Looney Tunes is still kind of popping. Like I ain't heard of a Looney Tune.
yeah,
in
They might
ages.
bring Looney Tunes back simply off this movie.
That's
They
and the
could
Space
do
Jams
that.
came out in 93, 94.
That's when it. No, that is way too
Don't
long.
make me
I was
okay,
living
Google
in Florida
this.
by
When
then.
did Space Jam came out? When Space Jam came out?
Had to be like 96,
96, 97?
97, because he dropped the Space Jam.
Space
So
Jam,
yeah,
Space
it's
Jam. So,
96, 97, yeah.
96, 97. Okay.
Yeah.
Because he
Damn.
dropped 11.
Shoot,
Them shit's still beautiful.
Dog. We be watching. I be watching that shit in school with the Jizz now.
Them shit's
Come
still
on,
beautiful, bro.
the
You
music
think-
in Space Jam is amazing.
They did remix a lot of a couple of songs in there from the older one.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They had the 69 Boys joint playing. Come on and drill.
Yeah, they kind of like made it more 2021. But you think we'll get a classic shoe out of this one? A classic
The
LeBron?
LeBron
I don't know,
James
man.
shoe.
I don't know.
I don't
know.
like the jerseys are cool, but they're not better than the original ones. Though.
Nah.
Nope.
The original jerseys
The
are
real jersey slap.
flawless.
It depends on what shoe he makes. If it's the 18, then no, it's not going to be a classic. Because at
Well,
18,
he would
no,
have
no,
to because at the time the 11s were.
he was playing it. I know, but so it's not going to be a classic.
If so in the movie, you remember how Michael Jordan was like, I gotta get my stuff. I need my gear, and he had to go get his shorts that he always wore and the
Yeah.
shoes. What is LeBron? If LeBron had that same scene, what is LeBron going to get?
Either the Zoom Generations or the threes.
Okay.
Or the Malcolm X book.
It's a
Or
good man.
the
It's a good man.
But
He's a good man.
I cannot.
Damn, I'm ready to see. I want to watch it in the theaters though. I feel like that's the movie I need to watch in the theaters. But I'm probably gonna end up watching it at home. Keep it
Yeah,
up.
same here. I probably end up
By the
watching
time that
at
movie
home.
come out, everybody should
If it's
be
in IMAX,
vaccinated,
I'm going to
right?
have to.
Yeah, I think it's
Oh,
gonna
if
be
it's
IMAX.
in IMAX,
It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be.
If it's in
IMAX.
IMAX, I might have to mask up that boy.
That's what I'm saying. I might have to, but
I might have to mask up. if
I
it's in
might want to,
IMAX.
get a nice little 10 piece and watch that shit at the crib.
Well, while y'all doing that, I'll be at home watching it in 720p.
what?
Yeah, he.
720.
Y'all can have the IMAX.
So
Oh my
Not even 1080?
he got 720p on his TV, man.
Jesus.
Yeah,
All
man.
Since 2014.
right.
Hey man, I still got that Black Friday video deal.
Wow.
Woo! That's what's up.
That's what's up.
I don't watch TV.
Get it how you live.
But I'm gonna definitely, if it's IMAX, I definitely got to pull
Yeah,
up.
that sounds amazing if it's an
IMAX.
IMAX.
Because it's gonna be on HBO Max, so I'm definitely probably gonna watch it at home for sure.
And it comes out.
July. I feel like
July
everybody would
16th or
probably be
something like
vaccinated by then.
Everything gonna be opening back up.
Are y'all getting vaccinated? Anybody gonna get the vaccine?
I'm gonna do it. I want to go to concerts. I seen somebody was going on. It's Benny the Butcher that was going.
Because you
want
want to go to LA. You want to go back to LA. And LA,
Duh.
you gotta have that shit.
Yeah.
Duh.
They
I
ain't
want to go
fucking around over
If
everywhere. I
Jazz
wanna-
get it, y'all gonna get it?
I don't want
Like
to.
yo, Jazz.
Oh, y'all gonna let me be the test dummy? Like, how you feeling? How you feeling, Jazz? You okay?
Hey man, if I could pull up on that Johnson & Johnson one shot joint, because I teach, so I come across fucking
Every
dirty
germ.
kids and
Mhm.
dirty coworkers all day. With all due respect, my coworkers. But I
you
come
mean by
across
that?
them all the time, so everybody don't have everybody else's best interests at heart. So I definitely have to go ahead and do that for my interest. So
Concerts.
Yeah, it's gonna be between me. If you get vaccinated, I feel like I got you. I can't be the odd.
Well,
one.
I think I have to because with the whole vaccine passport thing they have now, I have a wedding to shoot in August in Boston.
Mhm.
So I think you got to
Go get that vaccine.
oh, for real?
See, look
So
at
you
that.
gotta get a vaccinated to fly?
Yeah, like that's how. Well, I mean, I'm not sure if it's gonna be like that everywhere.
but
But they do have a thing called a vaccine passport that's coming out that you gotta have in order to fly.
that's crazy. See, I need to go get me one.
Damn.
Well, how easy is it gonna be to get the?
The vaccine.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be really easy.
I feel like it would
You
be
just gotta
too.
call up and be like, "Hey man, trying to pull
Well,
up."
when
Yeah.
I was driving past University Mall, this is when they first started doing like the elderly people and the first responders. They had like a whole line of people being able to go and do a little drive-through thing. So I'm assuming it would be the same
Now, this is not an ad for being vaccinated.
Yeah.
However, if you feel like this is something you want to do, I encourage you to do so.
If you don't want to do it, don't do it.
You
Hey
know?
man, I ain't about to
It's
sit
some
here and
albums
convince
coming
you.
out this year, I'm sure, that's going to have a tour, and I'm just trying to go.
Oh yeah, Silk Sonic.
Silk
Definitely
Sonic.
if I got to get vaccinated just for that, pulling up,
Yeah.
nigga.
Anybody from
lead a
TDE
syringe
go
open.
on tour, I'm going. Anybody.
Damn, man. I'm not as scared as niggas as like as most common people. Like I guess I'm like, oh man, it's.
I ain't gonna cap. All I think about when I think about vaccinations, I was thinking how they treated black people back in the day.
Yeah.
That's all. There's no way I could not think about that.
That's like the whole microchipping thinking idea
You know what I'm
too.
saying?
Like they
Yeah.
could be, but hey, fuck it, I'm here. Like we only got one life to live. I'm trying to do shit. I don't care at this point. I'd rather just do what I can.
Like damn, dog, y'all finna put like syphilis on my arm.
They could do
Y'all
anything.
niggas ain't shit,
That
dog.
need to be looking big too, man. I did blood work, but
You know what?
that's
Get
real
your,
quick. That's like quick.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You need to get your fraud passport, and then your fraud passport. Get your little airplane passport so we can do some fraudulent activities. Just copy that bit, cause
Oh yeah, get the Photoshop.
get it.
Yeah,
I'm
get
sure
the Photoshop
somebody
popping.
doing it.
Hey, really quick. For Easter Sunday, of course, Versus is today. We got a
Yeah.
classic one with Ozzy Brothers and
Earth,
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Right.
Just quick predictions. We ain't got to go too deep into it. Who you got winning?
Ooh,
I'm going with Ozzy Brothers.
of course. because
Yeah, I'm going Ozzy.
But I gotta think about Earth, Wind, and Fire because they,
They got
got some jams.
I feel like September is an automatic win, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna see a tie.
They got
You think it's a
Can't
tie?
Hide.
Yeah.
I feel like I know more
I think
Ozzy
it
Brothers
would be a
classics than
tie.
Earth, Wind, and Fire classics.
But that's
What?
because I know more Ozzy Brothers. I don't know. I don't know the discographies of Earth, Wind, and
See,
Fire.
you
I know
can't
the
think of
slaps.
the Isley Brothers and
I
just
don't know
think
about
of
any
Ronald
B-sides.
Isley though. You can't just
then
think
the
about
age-
just
the age
him.
difference, like of course we all know about Ozzy Brothers. We don't
Yeah.
know a whole lot of-
What?
Yeah.
I know Earth, Wind, and Fire. I don't know
Ozzy
y'all.
Brothers came out in the 60s, right? The Ozzy Brothers came out, I think, in the 60s.
I will never
You got
know.
September, Can't Hide from Love. You got
Reasons.
Reasons.
That's Ozzy Brothers.
No, that's
That's
Earth,
Earth,
Wind,
Wind,
and Fire.
and Fire.
See, look at me.
Damn, bro.
Oh, for real, you know the reasons?
I know reasons. I didn't know who sung it though.
The reasons that we're
Y'all,
Hold the
y'all
mic
are,
close to your mouth, man. Go ahead.
y'all are.
Hey, man, gotta be that loud. It gotta be that loud,
I
man.
cannot believe y'all don't know Reasons right
I
now.
said-
I know reasons,
I sampled. I did
but I don't know who sung it.
Yeah, September, Reasons, and I can't. I'm not the two I can remember right
See,
now.
I don't know.
They
it,
got
like-
Let's Groove tonight. I'm looking at this.
Oh, Let's
now.
Groove tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, let's
Yeah.
groove.
After the love is gone, y'all know. After the love is gone. Come on.
That's Earth, Wind, and
That's
Fire.
Earth,
too?
Wind,
Fire,
and
yeah.
Fire.
Hey, for those who like those songs, I will be playing those at the skate jam when we have it, whenever that is.
Remember
I tell you what.
the 21st
I'm about to
night
be
of
on my,
September. That's
Yeah.
You
Earth,
think
Wind,
they're
Fire.
gonna play the drill remix?
No.
The kids are calling it the drill. Willie, play it.
Oh, if he,
I wonder who's going to DJ. Like they don't deal with DJs. So
They
like,
got
are they gonna have?
bands.
D Nice
Ooh,
probably.
you think they're gonna have live music
That's
instead?
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Is it going to be? You think it's going to be
guys gonna be there
live?
with
gotta
that
be
extra
nice,
big
man.
hat. Just I'm DJing for both.
Come out the car with the leg up.
Spice Adams,
Oh my God.
Hey, man.
tilt out.
What
that
they go
bitch.
10 for 10? Well, how many songs?
It's 20 songs. It's 20 songs. They damn sure got enough.
Yeah.
Tell you that right now.
I'm gonna make sure I have my wine.
Oh yeah.
In
Be
between
cleaning
the-
up.
when they
Give me
play
some
in
wine and
between the
popcorn.
sheets, that's gonna be it. That in between the sheets gonna hit.
Hell yeah. Man. Everybody gonna be cleaning up. This is gonna be the day. The house
This
is clean.
is the
day.
Everybody house about to be spotless.
Pine
What?
Sol
Gonna have
and bleach.
Fabuloso on the stove.
What?
Oh my God, yes.
Oh my God. Man, let's talk about it. DMX.
Oh.
First of all, prayers out to him and his family. You know, hopefully, he survived through this, get through this, and get back to that place where we saw him on Versus. We got the news, just like everyone else a couple days ago, that he had succumbed to an overdose that got him into ICU and on life support. Then there was a report that he was off of life support, but then there was another report that stated that it was incorrect information, and he is in fact still on life support as we're speaking. So, I mean, don't have to go down his resume, but DMX is a hip hop legend, icon. Everyone's been influenced by him. If you're a hip hop head, man, I recently just found out about his story as far as how he got addicted to crack, and I never knew how it happened. I'm not sure if everybody else knew, but I just thought that, you know, oh, he got famous, you know, you get caught up on shit like Whitney Houston or some shit, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But he was on a podcast or a radio station. Can't remember who it was or what show it was, but he was having a hard time discussing it. But he was basically saying that, like, he had a mentor when he was 14 years old that laced his weed, and that shit broke my heart, man. Because it's like, bro, like, how can someone take advantage of a child like that? You know what I mean? And basically, it put in perspective that he's been dealing with this addiction prior to him being famous, till we knew who he was. So when you couple that with all the fame and the money, the women, and the alcohol and all the other things that he's been dealing with, it's like, bro, it's amazing that he's alive and has been doing so good as a person today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's wild, man.
Super sad.
And like, he's not one of those people that we don't give him his flowers, no shit like that. You know, it ain't gonna be like, oh, well, all these DMX fans come from, or no shit like that. But
Yeah.
it's just, you know, hip hop is still young, bro. Like, do you know DJ Kool Herc is still alive? He's only in his 70s.
Yeah, and the nigga invented the shit.
Hip hop is young, bro. You know what I'm saying? And our deaths and tragedies are reported like crazy. Niggas will be 40s, 30s, and the young ones. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I just pray for him, man, and just, you know, we gotta do better, because he's definitely been like one of those popular hip hop celebrities that got the jokes. Every comedian is done like a DMX sketch, and they stand up. You know what I mean?
Barking.
Picking at his antics and stuff like that, which we don't even realize, man, that shit probably came from him dealing with addiction, on how fast he talk and his outbursts and stuff like that. So
True.
it just put a lot of stuff in perspective. I mean, I damn sure didn't want to dampen the mood with you guys, but I just felt like, you know, it was on my heart to at least talk about on this episode.
Get your shit off, man.
Yeah.
But anybody else had any contributions to that?
Shit sad. That's
It
all.
is. I don't like that TMZ put he was in grave
Condition.
I don't
TMZ
like that.
TMZ fights for the shock of being first.
Yeah, but like grave, you ain't gotta put the grave on it. Like, you already calling out death.
Well, they said he was in a vegetable state.
I don't expect.
That's better.
I don't expect nothing.
I mean,
That's
it's better
better.
terms than saying
Vegetable state?
grave.
That's not better.
I feel like
You
if
ever
you
been
saying
to Publix and seen a cucumber?
stop it.
That's a vegetable
That's a
state.
vegetable state.
I don't expect nothing.
They could have
better
said
from
he
them.
was on life support and left
I don't
it at
expect
that.
TMZ to be better from them. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Yeah.
That's true. Their platform's not for that.
yeah. So that's neither here nor there with that. But all in all, you know, hopefully he pulls through with this, and just he continues to get the help to just be able to deal with it. Because I know we talked about it prior, and we don't have to get into the long conversation about addiction, but addiction is one of the toughest things to get over. I feel like we're realizing that it's long lasting. People be good for years, and then
Take one little slip up.
yeah, they be good for 10 years, but year 11 they back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it lets you know that it's not something that's a quick fix. It's not like, it's something that you got to consistently work on, and it's tough. It's tough, you know. So, you know, and addiction is not just drugs. It's addiction in everything. It's addiction in food. It's addiction in alcohol. It's addiction in sex. It's addiction in greed and all these other things.
Social media. All kind of shit.
Social media. How you your perception of yourself with body dysmorphia, all those things. You know what I mean? And it's very, very common. And I think what I had mentioned from our discussion before we started recording was that the common denominator with all these things for me that I feel is very common is that all these things, people are dealing with these things by themselves and feel like they don't have anyone to talk to about it. They don't, you know, everyone naturally has a issue with being vulnerable.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like as a society, you know, if you just did your best to let the person next to you, as your friend, your peers, feel like they're not alone by just saying, "Hey man, how you been? How you doing? Talk to me." You know what I mean? Like, I think that would help with those people working and coping with whatever they're dealing with. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you got it, man. Get
I
your
mean,
shit
you
off,
do. You
dog.
got the
I
whole
don't have
thing.
nothing to say about this, man.
Nice
it's
wrap
sad.
up
I hope you
there.
get better,
Yeah.
and I hope after, because it's a revolving door about hearing about DMX overdose again. DMX overdose again.
Yeah.
DMX skipped out on court. DMX been caught by the police because he's like driving extra fast on the highway.
Right.
Like, it's a revolving door. So
14,
hopefully
bro.
this could be the last time that we could hear about
How
this.
old
and
is
he get
DMX?
what he need.
like, he got to be in damn his 50s, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think he is.
Like, bro, 14 to 50 is how many years? 30, 36 years?
Oh, yes, 30-something years he's been dealing with it. That's what you're
30
trying
some
to get
years you've been dealing with addiction.
That's crazy.
It's tough, man. But we're going to wish the best for him at all costs.
We also gonna wish the best for the Joe Budden podcast, for them to get their
Oh
shit back
my
together.
goodness, the Pod Fathers, man, the Joe
Yeah,
Budden
man.
podcast. So
Maul,
I feel like I feel like you kind of got more knowledge on this. I've been listening to it,
Yeah.
but basically,
But before we get in that, shouts out to who's replacing them. Whoever's replacing them, shouts out to them
Ish and,
because they're
Ice.
doing a good job.
yeah, Ish
They're
and
doing a
Ice.
good job replacing. You know,
Because it was Savon, right? Sa-
Well, Savon, him and Alex are just behind the scenes. Pretty
Right,
Yeah.
right. Because Savon was on it, the first episode that Rory Mal wasn't there,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah,
took his
so-
ass off.
Shouts out to them boys for holding it down and doing what they have to do for the pod to still go on. I think Joe is going to therapy with Rory or something like that. That's what was
Interesting.
said. That them two gonna go to therapy. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's like together or whatnot, but yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
man.
better not pull that stunt on this podcast.
So let's get to the bottom of it. Let's get to the bottom of it. So is it a Joe Budden personality trait to where he rubbed off on these people the wrong way?
Joe Budden be talking crazy sometimes. I ain't gonna cap.
He do.
He be talking crazy and he be sitting there laughing at niggas and shit because he is Joe.
Right.
Maul don't really give a fuck because Maul is Maul.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But, you know, Rory be trying to get his shit off sometimes and, you know, but everybody, I feel like everybody there does stuff that kind of rubs people the wrong way, especially between like Rory and Joe because
Right.
Rory always be ready to say like something that's like
Yeah.
homosexually charged towards Joe. And then
Mhm.
Joe is like, all right, man. So, all right, go ahead, say it.
But like, how many episodes have we all either heard or seen where Joe Budden or Rory says that, like, I'll beat your ass, and then Joe Budden is like,
Oh, let's go
nigga,
out.
nigga,
Yeah,
I
let's
will
do it.
wash you.
Yeah.
And then
But
Rory,
that is I will say that is a thing that I know as like guys
Yeah, we used to
comes
do that
up
all
as
the
in a
time.
way as like a joking way.
right,
It's serious, but not like, oh, it's really finna go down.
right.
I've definitely been like that with some of my friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But not like, yeah, meet me outside and like it gets to the point where it's hype. But we definitely like.
There'd be some
I'll
times
watch
where
it.
I'd be
What?
like, so they really finna step?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like Joe just, and like I've said this plenty of times. Like, yo, man, like Joe got to stop trying Rory like that, man, because Rory's
Yeah.
not taking this shit light.
Do you think that maybe this may have stemmed from the fact that Joe Budden's like not necessarily the star, but like
He is it.
I'm not saying
like-
not him being necessarily the star, but being like the guy over everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he has.
leader?
I believe he has a very he believe his ego.
That's what I'm saying.
His ego is very great, and he talks about it all the time. He goes, "Yeah, I have an ego. This is that. You should feed into it. You should do all of that shit to make me feel good because I am who I am."
Skirt.
So, what?
Never.
Like, I'm pretty sure you guys would fucking feel away if this was called the Derek Podcast.
Yeah, I wouldn't be here.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, they mentioned that
I
the reason why
mean,
they
I
changed
don't
the
think
name.
I would care.
Yeah, me neither. Because like
I don't think it because if you started it, then yeah, it is your shit.
Yeah, but the podcast isn't about me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because
Like,
it's called the Joe Budden Podcast, but they talk about music and stuff. I've never watched it.
but they have a reason why they changed the name. They changed the name because of
What they change it to?
well, it was I'll name this podcast later.
Yeah.
That's what it originally was, and then they changed it to the Joe Budden Podcast to be able to search it better, like the name and all that stuff. To be able to search because so many podcasts and all of that, you're gonna just type in Joe Budden anyway. So it just made it easier to find a name. I've seen that with other podcasts. Andrew Schultz from the Brilliant Idiots.
Yeah.
His other podcast outside of the Brilliant Idiots is
Flagrant?
Flagrant 2. It's he put his name within the title. It's not just the Flagrant 2 podcast. It's like the Andrew Schultz Flagrant 2 podcast or something like that. It's like his name was within it.
I mean, if it makes it more searchable.
Right, you know what I mean? But it's like, all right, it's the Joe Budden podcast, it's the Joe Budden Productions, you know what I mean? And then it's, you know, they homies, like they friends, right? There was like this little tit for tat shit between them and like the Breakfast Club with Charlamagne.
Absolutely.
Charlamagne, like basically, I respect Joe, but Rory and Mal, they ain't, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like, you know, Joe Budden went on there to promote the podcast.
Correct.
Probably don't feel like he was defending them the best. I don't know. It could lead up to so many things, and it's just like, how do you nurture that? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you nurture that? Because it is, when the podcast goes, if something negative is about the Joe Budden podcast, he's getting majority of the flack.
Right.
True.
You know what I mean? It's him that's getting the
His
knack
name
the
is
shit.
on it.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, you kind of have to respect that he reaps the bullshit when it happens.
I mean,
you know?
because he's the main one that's causing it. Like, we rarely hear them all say any bullshit. on
They
the
don't be
podcast,
saying no
and
blatant
Roy just
shit.
there with his white
Yeah.
jokes.
Yeah. Well, as soon as they start talking black shit, Roy, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Parks and Roy don't say shit. They're like, hey, we're white. We're going to stay out of this. The only thing he has something against is when they talk about like anything that has to do with UK, because he's Irish, and apparently Irish and Great Britain got some beef. But other than that, he stay out of our issues.
Do you
so I
think
respect him for
that this podcast, the dynamic of this podcast would change if we had somebody that wasn't black on here?
I'm gonna tell him or her, I'm gonna say some wild shit, and you might have to agree with it or whatever. You might have to be okay with this.
Right,
because even though getting my shit off.
Even though they have this is white people that works on the show, but like with Rory and Parks,
yeah,
they don't have a woman on their podcast.
That's
which
true.
is why
They
they're
had
very.
a woman at first, though.
They had Rosa come
happened
on a
to
couple
her?
weeks ago too.
Right, as a guest, but like they don't have someone that's considered that because they can't be that
Lot of
wild
law.
like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
We have a woman on our podcast.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So there's a sense of
A black woman.
thank you. There's a
Get it
level
right.
of there's a
Just
level
in case
of
nobody
like,
knew
right
what
I mean,
she was.
That's true.
There's a respect factor that's there because we have a woman on our show.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Which we're not doing it just because it's her. We are, but it's like we should be doing it anyway.
Yeah, because if women were listening to your podcast,
Exactly.
and y'all
You know
was
what I'm
talking about some wild
Actually,
shit.
that's the first thing that one of my homeboys said. He was like, y'all got a girl in there. Y'all be straight. That was the first thing he said. This is when Jazz used to be behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes, y'all straight, man. It was like the first 2 episodes. He goes, y'all got to get a girl on there for like just a female perspective.
Yeah.
And then y'all be straight.
Yeah.
We don't really
And
have
I didn't
Jazz
even
on
say
here for
that. She
female
just naturally
perspective.
just.
I mean, I just get my
naturally came on.
perspective,
She's
and I'm
got a
just so
perspective,
happen to
man.
be a woman.
She knows she. I feel like she deep dives into music more.
She
than a
knows
lot of
shit.
us. You know what I mean?
saying? She ain't
That's
on
what we
here
got her. We
for-
got her for her
She
music
ain't on here for
knowledge
show.
and discovery. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I love music.
Talk your shit, Jazz. You know what I
I
mean?
love music.
Get them straight.
I'm pretty sure like she would be pissed like if we kept trying her.
Oh hell
That's
yeah!
what I'm
I will
saying.
speak my mind now that I know y'all.
Yeah.
I would definitely speak and be like, no, y'all, I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Don't say that. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And there's also a rumor as to why is it Bridget from See the Thing podcast,
I think so.
the one that's not on there anymore.
Mhm.
Oh, what happened?
There's a rumor that pretty much Joe Budden just he kept calling her a bitch or something like that, and she told him to stop, and he just wouldn't stop.
Oh no.
So that's probably why she's not on the podcast anymore.
You know, it's funny. Like, I could see that happening. I could see her saying to stop, and Joe just keeps doing it, just because that's how he is.
Because
But
of
that's
just,
but the thing is, it's not good,
it's not
right? I'm gonna tell you why it's extremely not good, because he is like
He is
the Jeff Bezos of
Yeah,
JBP.
he's like,
You feel what I'm saying?
He's the umbrella of that whole
so it's like
organization.
you gotta really like, you know what I mean?
You gotta be careful.
But I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to act like I know. This is all alleged, and this is all based on what has been out there on Twitter and discussed on their podcast.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that they are one of the top podcasts when it comes to hip hop and music, and I feel like when they do something, we pay attention. You know what I mean? Because they are leading the way.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate that they're going through this. But one thing I will appreciate is the transparency. I really appreciate the transparency with that, and that's something that I feel like we can all learn from that.
Right.
When it comes to just this podcast, other podcasts, our events and whatnot, and that's something I try to try to keep a level of transparency with our audience when it comes to all that we have going on.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's just interesting to see how this takes place and what's going to happen when they come back. The episode.
If they come back.
That episode, if they come back and that episode, whatever the episode is, that shit.
Oh, that's 1 million views.
Yeah,
off of it.
hell yeah.
Real.
It's 1 million
Everybody
views.
gonna be like,
That's
oh,
gonna be. It's gonna be on Patreon. That's what it's gonna be. Damn.
Wow.
But
Maul and Mouse Jones, you know, they were going at it on Twitter and stuff like that. Yeah, man, it's a lot, man. It's a lot.
I mean, I think I started listening heavy after we went to Art Basel.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to see it, but I was like, oh, I guess this is the dynamic because this is episode almost 400 and whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I guess that's a dynamic. They just talk to each other like that. You know what I'm saying? So I
Kind of like you and Hometown going battles.
Oh, yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, but it's
still different because I never.
we ain't never get that sauce.
Like,
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, fucking, let's go outside with it, then,
Yeah.
bitch ass nigga. It was never like.
The day I see that happen, I don't know.
Rose scared me one time, and I was like, you know what? I know where this goes.
Oh my
All
god.
I'm
But
saying is 10 Beat Weekend 2019.
For all the people listening out there, it wasn't his fault.
Oh my god.
It was the fault of the performers not respecting the equipment that we rented. So
Ooh, boy.
somebody did me a favor. They built us a stage, gave us a subwoofer, gave us wireless mics. So we out here with the best of the best equipment, which is great. So we all straight. And these niggas is out here throwing the mics all over.
Oh my god.
Not
Wait,
doing
is that
any-
at Tampa Beat Week?
Yeah, that
Tampa
past
Beat
Tampa.
weekend.
That's
the
my
last
first
Tampa-
time ever going, actually.
Oh my god! Oh, we was there, and so they're having a great time. He walking around drinking, you know what I'm saying what's up to the people. I'm sitting here just watching the equipment get thrashed. So this nigga Derek comes put his hand on my shoulder. Hey, what's up, man? I'm like, get off me, man! You see what they doing to the equipment? I was pissed. This nigga Derek was like, all right, bro. I was like, hey, man. I hit him with the my bad, but immediately, my first reaction, you around here joking.
Let me go find Kenner real quick.
Oh my
Blame
god.
somebody white.
Oh, man.
Kenner Roll mad at you, boy.
That
You
is
booked them niggas.
so-
Shout out to Kenner, man. Shout out to Kenner. Shout out to Roll Out.
Wow.
But yeah, that was the only time. And I since have apologized. Like, hey,
That's
man, my bad.
hilarious.
That wasn't even your
And
fault.
even then, I understood. I wasn't no
Yeah,
real
but
thing
I still
like
had to give you
Y'all
the
reminding me of
apology,
that
'cause,
scene
you know
of
what I'm saying?
Sorry to Bother You right now, where you like, you smell good today.
I
That's
want
what
you to have
Shucks
an
was to
illustrious
me.
day, my brother.
I still had to give that apology because I still snapped at that man for no reason.
That's funny.
So, you know, no reason that he knew about. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely a reason, goddamn.
There's definitely been times, early Blues on days, when I was definitely roasting the shit out of Darius. And I was just
Oh
like,
my god.
this sounds really bad. This
He
sounds
said
really
this
bad.
Hey, go
sounds really
ahead,
bad.
Darius, I could sense that Darius is like, bruh, fucking
I will kill you one day.
mush your fucking face in right now.
Oh my god.
It's like, I don't know why I was that mean to you, man. I'm sorry, bro.
Me neither, bro.
Wow.
Me neither, man.
I don't know why, bro.
Are y'all apologizing to each other today?
I guess this is a moment.
Apologize
boy.
for shit.
Oh my
This is a
god.
moment.
Let me get the
Well.
women out here. You know, niggas are squeezing that bit.
Do we have anything else, man? Anything else we can talk about?
I don't think so.
Maybe we'll do all the topics, man. Anything that y'all got going on that want to shout out? Things coming back up. Y'all got no.
I do.
No
I'm
events?
working on my Hotbox top
Yeah, when it's
5 countdown. Ain't no date. Don't ask no
Yeah, I
date.
ain't gonna put no
Ain't
pressure on you.
date.
Don't put no pressure on you. Don't put no pressure on you.
I like your shoes. I went to the little sneaker fete convention they had. So I'll
Oh
be
yeah, how was
posting.
that?
It was cool, man. It was cool.
Cops and shit.
Nah. I already knew everything there was overpriced, so I wasn't with that. But I did interview about 2 or 3 people.
Oh,
That's
was
cool.
it cool?
Yeah, it was cool. I know what I'm gonna do for next time. You know what I'm saying? It was the
Yeah.
first time I did it, so I know how I'm gonna run it next time. But I got hella footage, so I'm gonna try to get that up this week because it's easier to edit live footage than to do a animation of a cartoon. But the cartoon's still coming out, but I'm definitely gonna try to get that out this week.
That's cool.
All right, cool. Well, look, man, thank you guys for tuning in to episode 43 of the Beats and Chill podcast. We appreciate you guys for sticking with us every week. We want to make sure we keep giving you this content every week. Please continue to tell your friends to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're going to have the podcast, the producer talk series. We got Saturday sermons. We have more and more videos that we're going to be releasing. Please follow us on Instagram at beatsnchill813 and also on Twitter. Hey, we done had Bricks done hit us up, bro. Bricks done hit us up. They want us back. You feel me?
Y'all be ready.
You know what I mean? They want us back. We might be back sooner than you think. You know what I mean? But until then, continue to stay tuned. And once again, please tell somebody to subscribe to the YouTube. And we out.
Bye.
Episode 43.